Okay, so now we're going to do long division, and I wrote here kind of an example of the long division that you did in elementary school. So long division by polynomials is very similar, but we're not going to write our answer with like a 43R2. We're not going to go into decimals or anything like that. We're going to write our answer more like this. Okay, so we have our quotient, we have a positive sign because we're going to add, and then our remainder over our divisor. So let's try one. Okay, so first example, we're going to do about 2, just so you get kind of the feel for it. All right, so we're going to divide 7x to the third minus 17x squared plus 55x minus 15 divided by 7b minus 3. Okay. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure there are no missing powers of x, because if there are missing powers of x, you are going to need to put in some placeholders. We're going to do an example like that in a minute. Okay, so when we put our problem into the division bar, okay, we need to be aware of who goes where. So on the outside, we'll go our divisor, which is always the second polynomial listed. And on the inside, oops, that should be an x, not a b. Sorry about that. 7x cubed minus 17x squared plus 55x minus 15. Okay, so now we always lead off the very first number on the outside. Okay, so we need to figure out what we're going to multiply 7x by to get a 7x cubed. So we need to multiply by an x squared. So we're going to use distributive property on our divisor like this. So x squared times the 7x cubed, then negative 3x squared. Now, if we remember from elementary school, we always subtracted these. So we're going to change the signs. Okay, so if it's positive, it becomes negative. If it's negative, it becomes positive. We're going to subtract down. We always want a 0 for our first one. Negative 17x squared plus 3x, negative 14x squared. Bring down your 55, like so. All right, now you ask yourself, okay, what do I need to multiply 7x by to get a negative 14x squared? So I would multiply it by negative 2x. Again, we're going to distribute. So negative 2x times the 7x, negative 14x squared, positive 6. Now remember, you're going to change the signs, so you want it to match when you first do your multiplication. So plus, minus. This is a 0 like you want it to be. 55 minus 6 is 49. And then bring down your 15. So what do we need to multiply by to get a 49x? And that would be a 7. Again, we're going to distribute. So 49x, negative 21. Again, we're going to change those signs. So 0x, and then positive 6. Okay, so we are done. Okay, so in this case, our quotient would be x squared minus 2x plus 7. Plus our remainder of 6 over 7x minus 3, our divisor. And that's how you would do long division. Long division is used for just to divide. It's also used to find oblique asymptotes in a rational function. All right, let's do another one. All right, so this one's going to be a little bit tougher. We're going to start out with 10b cubed plus 2b squared minus 7 divided by 10b plus 2. All right, now you'll notice that with this one, I have b cubed, b squared, but I don't have a linear term. So I'm going to need to put in a placeholder. Okay, what that's going to look like, it's going to look like this. Right? Because think about it, when you write a number, even if you write the number 102, you have 1 in the hundredths place, 0 in the tens place, and 2 in the ones place. So that 0 in the tens place is just a placeholder. That's telling you there's nothing in the tens place. So I need to tell you that there is nothing in the linear place, okay? Or you're going to get yourself kind of messed up. All right, let's write this as a long division problem. Remembering to put our placeholder in. Okay, so ask yourself, okay, what do I need to multiply by to make a 10b into a 10b cubed? I need to multiply by b squared. We're going to distribute. Okay, now we're going to change our signs because we subtract. Okay, now notice that everybody goes away. So you're going to bring down your 0. And you're going to bring down your 7. Okay, guess what? You're done already. Okay, because there's no way I can multiply a 10b to get a 7 or a negative 7, excuse me. So this right here, that's your remainder. So your answer to this problem is b squared minus 7 over 10b plus 2. And that one was pretty short. Even though it looked pretty difficult or a little tricky, it was a pretty short problem. Let's do another one. Okay, so now let's do this one. I have n cubed minus 6n squared plus 5 divided by n minus 6. Now, if you just watched the video on synthetic division, you can do this synthetically, but I'm going to show you how to do it long ways, okay? All right, here we go. Again, we need a placeholder, so we're missing our linear term yet again. So I'll just pop that in. I'm going to write it as a long division. All right, so what do you need to multiply n to get an n cubed? N squared. Distributive property. Okay. Subtract. Change your signs. Oh, there's those zeros again. So everything goes away. Okay, and there's no way to multiply and get a 5, so guess what? We're done. Okay, I hope that was helpful. We can do more examples if you'd like. Just let me know.